Okay, no problem. So before jumping into this session, the demo session, do you guys have any open questions you can ask? I'm just giving 2 minutes of the time prior to the session. Any questions you can ask? After this demo session, at the ending, I will give some time again to ask the questions. Do you guys have any questions from anyone? No questions, right? Perfect. Okay, let me start the recording of the session. It's already recording, and I will give your mic again at the ending to ask if you guys have any questions. You can ask the questions at the ending of the session as well. Okay, let me open my notepad. So I just want to give an introduction about myself. My name is Ram. I have nearly 14 plus years of experience in IT, and I work for this SQL, MSB, Power BI, and Azure Data Engineering. So my primary skill from starting off my career is from the Microsoft BI and data technologies only related to SQL, MSBI, Power BI, data engineering. So anybody about this course, if you guys wants to reach out, then you just reach out this number 799745722 and I have nearly 8 plus years of IT trainings and placement experience. And in this 8 plus years of experience, I have written 3 books as well. So we already published our books in the market as well, and so many books already sold out. I have written a Power BI book. I have written Azure Data Engineering book, interview preparation book. So total 3 books I have written so far here. And for every student, whoever is going to join in this course in our institution, we are providing free of cost our LMS portal access as well. It's a one platform providing many things like free SQL, free Python, and daily live sessions you can join inside this LMS portal. You can chat with our mentors directly through chat when you are practicing after the session. It's a kind of a connectivity, interactivity with the trainer after the session also. Daily, once the class completed, the class recording video will be saved automatically inside this LMS portal. We have one course will be created. You will be registered for that course. This you can access from the desktop. At the same time, you can access from the mobile app as well. So we are going to provide mobile app also for every student for learning purpose. This is my YouTube channel, which we are offering from last 8 9 years, and daily we are keep uploading some videos over here. So this is my YouTube channel, and everyone please subscribe this YouTube channel for getting more updates daily on different videos and concepts. I'm just sharing of this YouTube channel link as well, so please subscribe this one. Let me share in your chat. Yes, this is data engineering demo class only. Okay, fine. So we were offering a training and a placement both in the last 10 years. What I've been observed, what kind of background people are trying to learn this Azure Data Engineering course. There are 4 categories of the people are trying to learn this Azure Data Engineering. Most of my data, what I have seen the enrollments, these 4 different kind of background people are trying to learn the data engineering course. So the must and should is graduation or any post graduation you have to complete. Then after the category 1, that person is already working in IT. Yes, he is working already in IT from long back, and he was working a different technology, but now he wants to upskill into data engineering part. And inside this data engineering part, they are going to be like applying for the jobs after completion of this course for a better package, and better their position to be increased. So this kind of categories already working profession in IT. Let's take an example of 10 years of Java experience. He's going to working in Azure Data Engineering over here. The next person is about the non-IT person. He was working around 10 years or 5 years in non-IT. He has some experience on non-IT, not the IT. But now he wants to come to IT. So non-IT jobs means might be account faculty, customer executive. He was working. Now he wants to learn Azure Data Engineering. This is the second category, non-IT to IT. Third category is they have a career gap over here. They have a career gap over here. So might be after completion of their graduation, they were working for they were not working anywhere. They were preparing for the government exams, group 1 banks. Now they want to come to IT industry by learning of this Azure Data Engineering. The rest of the persons is the freshers, recently passed out, 25, 24, 23 passed outs. So these four kind of background people mostly trying to learn. One more category is there. They were working for IT or non-IT, but from last 1 year they have some career gap. Might be they were losing their job, or because of some reasons they resigned. Again they want to re-back to the job. So those kind of people also trying to learn this Azure Data Engineering course. In this overall subject, what I have understood, 90% of the students who are joining Azure Data Engineering course, after completion of this course, are they going to apply as a fresher? Definitely no. They are going to applying for the job like a experienced person. So minimum how many years of experience they are going to keep? So as per my knowledge, they are going to keep minimum 2 years, maximum 5 years. So in between 2 to 5 years range, you can put 3 years, you can put 5 years or 4 years or 2 years. Let's take one example use case. There is one employee working on uh, testing automation since from last 10 years. Now that person is learning this Azure Data Engineering course. After, when he is going to prepare his resume, how that resume can be built, overall 10 plus years of experience. In this 10 plus, from last 4 years, he was working like a data engineer. Earlier 6 years, he was working for a testing automation. So this is how we can able to define a profile to applying for the jobs. Okay. So this kind of assistance also we are going to provide for everyone. So when you are going to applying for the jobs like a experienced person 2 to 5 years, when you are going to the interview, when someone is coming for the interview who has real experience and you are just having a learning, you don't have a real experience, is it possible to compete with that person in the same job? Definitely it's a little bit like difficult, because he has a real experience but you don't have a real experience, right? Interview point of view and even in the work point of view, you are might far behind to that person. So how to crack a interview like a experienced person, how to work in the real time projects like a experienced person. So most of the students out of 100, when I have seen like in many training institutions is offering this Azure Data Engineering course, but what's happening in this, every institution, they were conducting a training which is like a 2 months or whatever it is, and end of the training they are providing a resume, one project, some interview questions, that's all. So this kind of curriculum and the roadmap will not help you to applying for the jobs. That is the reason out of 100 only hardly 10% of the people only getting the jobs. Remaining 90% of the project people, after completion of the course, they don't know what resume, how to prepare, what projects they need to keep. And in interview if they're asking a real time questions like a some scenario based questions, and in real time how a data engineering projects we are implementing, what are the major challenges we were facing, these kind of things, they were not aware, they were not aware. So that is the reason what I'm doing, This Azure Data Engineering course I made into two programs, program 1 and program 2. So what is this program 1 and program 2? The program 1 is about like a, it's very common, you will find out in every training institution, Azure Data Engineering regular traditional training. I think many of you inquired with other institutions as well before joining to this demo session. Of course, because you have to validate which is the best roadmap and who is the best trainer for this one. You can see in every institution they're offering this program 1. That's nothing but a training which we are conducting. So in this program 1, this Azure Data Engineering training, it's going to be 50 hours duration. It's going to be 50 hours duration. Every day we are taking the live sessions, and this is going to be Monday to Friday. So daily the session at 10 a.m. IST to 11 a.m. IST. This is going to be 1 hour session per day. And once the class completed, every day automatically you will receive a recording video. Whether you are missing the class or not, even though every class recording video we will share with you. And also we are going to provide a sample resumes, certification guidance, daily class notes, interview question and answer, and one end-to-end live project also we are going to offer for you. The same you can able to see in every institution what they are offering, but what a special what we are going to provide on top of this training to the students, that is program 2. This is a real time a placement assistance program which we are going to include in this training only. So what are the highlights of this program 2? This program 2 we are going to start on the weekdays, sorry, weekends. Program 1 is from Monday to Friday, but this program 2 we are going to start on the weekends, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. What exactly this weekends program we are going to conduct is, this is nearly 30 hours of the program we are going to conduct. When we are going to start this program 2, after 2 weeks, when we are completing some part of the syllabus in the program 1, then the second program will be started over here. This is a real time RTP placement assistance program. So what we are going to do inside this program, whatever you are learning in the program 1, we are going to give you some scenario based tasks in a agile methodology. So we are conducting some around 9 sprints, nearly 170 scenario based tasks we are creating like a sprints. So you need to work on those sprints tasks over here. So let me show you how we are going to provide this sprints over here. So similar like a Jira tool or whatever the ticketing tools we have, right? So we are using this of Fred Camp. There we are going to have a project of the Azure Data Engineering real-time project. So we have created different kind of a sprints over here. In the sprint 1 planning, let's for example I have a task it over here, how to automate to delete files in a blob storage if file uploaded 30 days order. This is one kind of scenario. So this task can be assigned on your name, like a high priority, low priority, and what you need to do we have given the description, and when you are working you can able to get it over here, the comments over here. You can put the comment over here, and our mentor will respond to your comment and is going to give a solution for you if you are facing any issues. And also if you have any doubt how to perform this task, we will share one recording video for you. By watch that one, you have to do this scenario. First step is you have to do without watching the video, this scenario. The second step is if you are facing anything you can watch the video. And third step is, even if you are not able to perform this task, while you are doing this task, you are facing some issues, then on this Saturday when we are connecting these 2 hours, right? That time you can able to discuss about the task which you are facing, you were not able to perform. Or else we have a chart option continuously here. For the real-time program, we have a chart option. So you can able to chat with our mentor directly 24/7. Okay. So this is how we are going to conduct a scenario based tasks. Then we are going to conduct some weekly tests as well, and also we are going to provide a project in a agile methodology. We are going to run one project in agile methodology, step by step, task by task, sprint by sprint. We are going to make you with hands on. And also the interview preparation we are performing. So interview preparation means it's about like a When you are going to the interview, they might ask you questions. Hey, what are all the challenges you are facing from last in your last project? This is a kind of a question like difficult to answer the challenges, and they will ask, hey, can you please explain your latest project, the flow end to end, and tell me the introduction about yourself, and they will give some scenario. Can you answer to this scenario? So these kind of preparation also we are going to perform it over here. We made one document for this interview question and answers. Easily you can able to find out for any question the answer. And also we are going to help you to break down your resume preparation when you have a 10 plus years of experience, 6 plus on the Java, 4 plus on the Azure Data Engineering. And we are conducting a mock interviews based on your request. If anybody interested in the mock interviews, definitely we are going to conduct the mock interviews as well. Just imagine most of the people failure the reason because in every course curriculum they were missing this part. Most of the IT software training institutions they are including only this part. Because of only this part, they are in a confusion after the course completion to take the next step of putting their resumes inside the Naukari and to take the interviews, to face the interviews, they were not able to do. So in our case, the moment when we were making every student to involve in this program too, they are getting pretty confidence on that one. Within 4 to 5 entry calls, they were able to cracking the interviews. Okay, so we are expecting from everyone to be a part of these two programs, Azure Data Engineering Training, which we are conducting here. Everyone should be complete these two programs. It's very excellent programs. Okay, now coming to here, so we are going to start our regular sessions from tomorrow onwards. Of course, today is demo session. Tomorrow is the first session we are going to conduct on the same time, 10 a.m. IST. You can join on the same meeting link which you have used today. And we are going to conduct three free sessions. You guys can join the three free sessions today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and later you can decide whether you want to continue or not. Further questions you can able to reach out this number. Okay, I have explained very clearly our roadmap uh, on this Azure Data Engineering course throughout this coming 2 months. Before that, you should know whether this Azure Data Engineering course is a fit for my career. What is the future? What is the job market? What exactly are roles and responsibilities of a data engineer? And what kind of things we are going to learn inside? You need to understand very clearly. Like AI, artificial intelligence, is a part of everyone's life today. Without using this AI, a day will not be end. So the AI is working purely, completely on the data only. AI is working on the data. If there is no data, there is no AI. You just imagine the future is AI. When the future is AI, then definitely there is a data. When there is a data, there are three positions in IT industry always having demand. What are those three? Data engineer, data analyst, data scientist. So now we are going to focus on the data engineering part. The data engineer, what exactly he's going to do? A data engineer role is completely working on the data. He is going to managing, processing, cleaning, making the data ready to use by data analyst or data scientist, whatever it is. So data engineer is the most demanding skill in the market currently, with high pay scales and more number of positions. So when you are going to learn this data engineering course, currently in the IT industry, cloud is booming. So when you are learning any software course, you should learn that in a cloud. There are majorly three different clouds available in the market. One is Microsoft Azure, different kind of clouds. One is about the Microsoft Azure cloud, and Amazon, AWS, and Google GCP over here. Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, Google GCP. So among these three clouds, which is the top most demanding cloud we have? If you see from last AWS is in the market from last 10-15 years, not more than nearly 15 years. So GCP and Microsoft Azure is the coming to the picture later from 2016, 17, 18 like that. Even though Microsoft Azure is the fastest growing cloud platform, the growth rate, if you compare with AWS and GCP, Microsoft Azure is highest currently. There are several reasons. Might be the company expansion with more data centers, more the services, more the existing clients, and their supporting system, whatever it is. Microsoft Azure is the top one currently in the market. So now, whatever the data engineering skill you are going to learn, you have to learn with Microsoft Azure Data Engineering. I have a doubt over here. If I am learning a data engineering in a single platform of the Microsoft Azure, I'm able to work on the AWS and GCP. And this AWS and GCP, are they having data engineering skill? Yes, this is having data engineering skill. But comparing to Microsoft Azure Data Engineering, these two are not that much powerful. 60 to 70 percentage of the data engineering projects are implementing on the Microsoft Azure cloud platform only, comparing to AWS and GCP. If I'm learning Microsoft Azure Data Engineering, am I able to work on the AWS and GCP also? Not 100 percentage, but around 70 percentage. Around 70 percentage of the skill is same on these three platforms. On these three platforms, around 70 percentage of the skill is same. The rest 30 percentage might be different. Okay, our focus is completely on the Microsoft Azure Data Engineering part only. So whenever you are going to work on any data engineering or data analyst or data scientist, there are two basic skills you needed. That is basic SQL, basic Python knowledge required as a data engineer. So what I'm going to do in this course, I'm going to provide for everyone a free of cost SQL and Python knowledge as well. SQL and Python knowledge as well. SQL 20 hours, Python 25 hours knowledge we are going to share with you. So you can brush up your skill on this SQL and Python also in this course. So total two programs I told you, right? The program one, I'm going to take care of this. The program two, Mr. Gaurav is a 15 plus years of experience in IT industry. Currently, he's leading three projects on Azure Data Engineering. He's working for a technical lead for those three projects. The program two is going to be taken care by Mr. Gaurav. In any institution, you can check there are only two. One person is handling the entire program, but here to share different expertise knowledge to you, we are two people handling this Azure data engineering things. Okay. So after completion of this Azure data engineering course, you have to write a DP 700 certification. It's not DP 203. It was expired on March 31st, 2025. We will give you complete guidance how to write down this DP 700 certification over here. Now, what is a data engineer? What exactly is going to implement in the projects? Let me quickly explain you what a data engineer will do, what kind of software services he is going to use to implement this project inside the Microsoft Azure. Just imagine I have two supermarkets, supermarket 1 and supermarket 2. In the supermarket 1, there are two billing counters. This is one billing counter, this is another billing counter. This supermarket is operating in USA. This supermarket is operating on USA. Another supermarket is in another supermarket is in India. Okay. Now we have this is one backend databases. Why? When there are some transactions are happening, this is one transaction, this is another transactions. When a customer is coming to my supermarket, he will buy the products. All right. The moment when he is buying the product, the information about the transaction, what product he purchased, how much he paid, what is the customer name, address, whether this customer is a first time, when he purchased, all the details will be saved in the backend databases. This is one database server, this is another database server. Now, as a data engineer, inside the Microsoft Azure cloud environment, there are some softwares for data storage. What you need to do, by using some ETL services, we have one ETL software service that is nothing but a data factory inside the Microsoft Azure cloud. You need to bring data from here, and you need to consolidate the data and save into one particular place. Storage account. There are two types: blob, data lake, gen 2. So I'm going to discuss in this course inside this Microsoft Azure platform what is a storage account with the blob and data lake gen 2. And to do this data consolidation ETL process, we have a tool, Data Factory. So Data Factory is one of the ETL tool we are going to use inside this Microsoft Azure cloud environment. It's a zero coding, complete zero coding knowledge. So once first your data is landed into the storage account, then we are going to start the cleaning, data cleaning, transformations, data modifications as per your requirement by using a Databricks, by writing of the PySpark over here. So in this course, I'm going to teach you complete PySpark knowledge with the Databricks. It is again a ETL tool for data cleaning process we are going to use. Finally, the data we are going to store either in a Microsoft Azure SQL or a Synapse. Mostly we are going to use Synapse Analytics for storing of the data over here. So once the data is coming to this Synapse, then finally we are going to use Power BI for data analysis purpose. The data you need to present to the customer for better decision making over here. For better decision making over here. Power BI. Okay. So this is my source. This is another source, and we are going to use Data Factory tool for data transformation and consolidating the data into the blob storage and data lake gen 2. And from this we are going to load the data into Synapse by using a data warehousing. From this data warehousing we are going to load the data into Power BI to designing the reports and dashboards. So this is what like a data engineer is going to playing the role. What role is going to play? By using a data factory tool, he will consolidate the data into one particular location. By using a Databricks PySpark, he is going to transforming and cleaning of the data and storing into a data warehousing over here. Storing into data warehousing over here. So this is how we can able to do and designing of the Power BI reports over here. Designing of the Power BI reports over here. All right. Okay. So in this course, I'm going to cover the ETL software services, Data Factory, Databricks, live streaming analytics, and the storage services. What are the storage services we have? We have a storage services like a storage account with the blob, storage account with the data lake gen 2, and Azure SQL Azure Synapse data warehousing, and analytics. And along with the storage services and ETL services, I'm going to cover Azure administration related Git repository, Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines, and how to design the Power BI reports as well. Few sessions I want to take it. You can say day-wise content what I'm going to cover. This is day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, and uh, each day wise the 60 days curriculum whatever we are going to cover step by step I have provided over here. Okay, so this course is like a two programs. It's hardly will take 2 to 3 months in between, around by 2.5 months it will be completed everything, the program one and program two both over here. Okay, so this is all about like the demo session which we are conducting, and this entire practicing of the sessions we are going to perform inside this portal.azure.com. We don't do anything inside the local environment. You need to log into portal.azure.com. Inside this portal.azure.com, whatever the software services we have, like for example if you want a data factory, so you can able to log into data factory over here. So this is a data factory. See here, you can able to log into the data factories, and this is a Databricks over here. You can see there is a Azure Databricks, and we have a storage account over here. See there is a storage accounts. So this is how we can able to put the things over here. Whatever the software service you want, you can able to create that software service over here. Whatever the software services you want. Got it? So this is the flow of the project which we are going to implement as well. Let me bring the data, migrating the data from on-premises to the cloud. There we can transform by using Databricks. Then we can design the Power BI reports over here. This is a complete business intelligence solution we are going to provide to the customer. Now if you guys have any questions, the open questions you can able to ask everyone. You can unmute and you can ask the questions. I will clarify your doubts. So our regular sessions will be from tomorrow on the same time 10 a.m. Same meeting link you can use and you can join. Any questions? Madhukar, Prashant, Abhi, Pavan, Naga, Atif.
Uh, Madhukar here, Ram. Yeah, morning.
Good
So
morning.
thanks for the demo session.
Thank you.
I would like to understand, in detail, because bringing the data from different sources, we might, in a real time, we will be dealing with different sources and different targets, right?
Yes.
So are you going to cover all the possible cases with to have a metadata driven pipelines in place?
So here we are going to cover one about mostly my on-premises SQL server. I'm going to take it over here, and the second one is about like a when we have a file system. So generally, you can see, for example, in my use case in the project, I'm considering SQL server. Okay, Microsoft SQL server is my
Right.
source. Similar thing for Oracle also. There is nothing difference, only the connectivity difference. I will show you that one also in the project. In when I'm teaching in the regular sessions, I can take Microsoft SQL server. When we are doing the project, we can do Oracle as the data source.
How about like APIs, calling the data from different APIs,
APIs
will
we
have a,
we were not covering here. If you want, like in our program too, we can take one scenario for that one.
yeah. So in the program too, we can mix and match, depending
You can
upon the
ask
request
whatever
we
you
can.
want. Yeah, you can put a request. I need this kind of scenario. Then like there we are trying to implement that one.
Okay. So depending upon our this thing. Also, on the data engineering, sorry, Databricks side,
Yeah.
are we not doing a complete possible scenarios again? Because doing the possible scenarios on the data factory is one way of looking at it.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was completely looking for I really wanted a real time scenarios to be covered. So I'm
Yeah.
just
See, real time scenarios means what will happen. Like for example, mostly in our course, 90% of the people are working professionals.
yeah.
So what's happening? We can take few requests. If we are
Okay.
taking many requests from anyone, this course will
Mm-hmm.
never end. Okay,
I know,
because
I know.
they will
So we
they will bring their work related things also into this one.
that that is not a possibility, but yeah,
Yeah.
we can finalize to cover the scenarios. That's what
Yes.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Are we also considering Unity catalog while we are dealing with
Yes.
Databricks?
Yes.
Okay, so that's something like Unity
If
catalog.
anything, if anything missing in the program one, in the program two, it's like 99 percentage. It's a interactive.
Okay,
In the program one, what will happen? It's in 1 hour session. I'm going to teach 50 minutes. I will give you 10 minutes to ask the questions. In the program two, from the session starts onwards, it's interactivity. How we are speaking now.
okay. So altogether, like by end of two programs, we would be able to deliver enterprise level metadata driven pipelines.
Yeah, that's what my expectation.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
Any more questions from others, guys?
Also, there is one more thing that I wanted to check with you, Ram.
Mm.
So, continuing with this, can we also get the last batch videos, access to the last batch video recordings?
Ideally, we don't, because when the moment we are giving those things, the people are not joining these things.
No, ideally, when someone is really continuing this,
Let me check. It's not
so someone
mandatory.
who's
We were not provided so far. We can discuss with
okay,
our executive about this one.
sure, yeah.
Any more questions from others? It's open questions. You can ask anything.
This is Vijay. I actually joined at the very last moment.
Oh, no problem.
So,
I will share this
uh,
recording video. We will upload into my YouTube channel as well. So that's what, like, I'm sharing this YouTube link as well, and our team will
right.
share this recording. Yeah, go ahead,
So, do
Vijay.
you have any other session after this?
Again
You
tomorrow. Yeah,
continue.
I have a session at 11, but it's a different session.
Okay. So, I just want to understand that when you're talking about the data engineering, with Azure Data Engineering, right?
Yeah,
So, I understand that Data Factory is something like SSIS. Am I correct?
exactly.
Okay. And the blob storage, when you're talking about, it's a file system, and then data lake is something like where you have the unstructured, semi-structured, and structured data. Am I
Any
correct?
files you can store. Yes.
Okay. And how far you are going to complete the data bricks? That's the first question I have. Okay.
S-
Twice per.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Databricks, we are going to spend around 20 hours of the time completely on the PySpark part only.
Okay. So is it like we are going to cover everything in that 20 hours?
Yeah,
That's almost all.
almost like to get a confidence, because this I mean, commanding tools, programming tools, no one will cover everything. It's not possible, because there is a structure will be there for any course. Yes, we are going to cover what you need to be work in the real time.
I just want, if you can give me 3 to 4 lines of definition for Synapse, just to clarify my doubts.
Hmm.
So if you can, yeah, if you can tell
See,
me that what exactly Synapse.
Synapse is a service inside the Microsoft Azure. It's a combination of multiple things. So
Okay,
what Microsoft is doing, earlier we have data factory, right? We have Databricks, right?
right.
These two are the two different software services, and
Mm-hmm.
we have a data warehousing this here, this data warehousing for data storage purpose.
Okay,
So this is one independent software service. Databricks is independent. This is independent. What they did, they combined these three: data factory, data bricks, this data warehousing. They combined and made as a single service.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
Synapse Analytics actually. So if you are
Okay.
learning data factory, data bricks, this Synapse data warehousing, 99 percentage the Synapse Analytics is same. The same thing we are going
Okay.
to do. Even UI also same.
Understood. Understood. So now I have another question. Like when you're talking about the data warehouse, right? So you are going to teach us the dimensional modeling also on that.
That I'm not going to teach actually. I'm going to give one video for you about the data warehousing concepts. You can do the self-learning because it's a standard pattern. I will share one recording video to learn data
Okay.
warehousing concepts.
Okay. Okay. And now this is my last question. After that, I'm going to surrender.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Power BI. When we're talking about the Power BI, right? So is it like you're going to cover the Power BI also on this session and
Only
how this
only two
program is
two two
different from
sessions, like just like connecting to data warehousing, take the data, designing some reports and dashboards. Only that one we are going to.
okay. So I don't know whether this question is apt for this session or not. It's like Azure Data Engineering and Microsoft Fabric is there, right? So I wanted to understand both the things. So
So I told you
when
right,
we are talking,
this data factory and Databricks, Synapse, data warehousing combined, and they created a Synapse Analytics, right?
right, right,
So Synapse Analytics is also a part of the Microsoft Azure. Now Microsoft, what they have done, they have moved all this data factory, Databricks, Synapse, this storage services into another, and Power BI, all
okay,
into separate cloud they did. That is Microsoft Fabric. It's a
okay.
baby. It's a baby just from last one and
Okay.
a half year.
So it's in a very infant stage, you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we are talking about this, I don't. You are the same trainer who is taking the Microsoft Fabric also.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the Microsoft Fabric, are you going to cover end to end all these things? Like
Yes. Yes. Yes.
whatever is there in this section, okay, you are going to cover plus Power BI. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that is all. What's your name, sir?
My name is
Because I
Ram. My name is Ram.
okay, Ram. I think that I got all my answers. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, guys. Any more
Thank you.
questions from others?
Sorry, Ram, I have to come back here. So I was about to ask on Fabric stuff. So if that is the case, like enrolling for Fabric will have an advantage or how?
See, like Fabric is a new platform is in the market currently.
Correct. Yep.
So might be in future, Azure Data Engineering can be replaced with Microsoft Fabric. But when you are learning this Microsoft Azure Data Engineering, 90% of the Fabric you are almost done.
Okay. So what would be the distinguish, like, what is the leftover part on the Fabric side?
Power BI complete.
Okay. Power BI as a service. Oh,
Power BI as a service. And UI, user interface, little bit difference.
there is a difference in the UI.
Yeah.
Okay. So, meanwhile, can we also, like, go through Power BI, whatever, as part of this training enrollment? Is there a possibility to attend Power BI as well?
Uh, okay, you want to separately attending the Power BI.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can that happen in parallel or something like that?
you can.
I understand we already have to go through Python or SQL, so to
Yes.
brush up the skill. So I understood you'll be giving
Yes,
access to.
you can speak with our team. They will help you
Okay.
to include in the Power BI part as well.
Okay. Sure. I'll talk to the team then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So currently we have this at 10 a.m. sessions, this batch. If this timings is not possible for anyone, might it will take 10 10 more days to start a new batch. But we don't know what time we are going to start that batch as of now. But this batch is at 10 a.m. only. See, every session is going to be a practical sessions we are going to conduct it here. So I don't like presenting the slides. I don't have any slides about this course. I don't maintain much theory. Mostly practical we are doing. If any slide, I am going to draw the pictures. I don't have any predefined slides. Every day the class notes will be shared. All right, guys.